I really don't know what to say about Odo other than that he just didn't have it for whatever reason. It was kind of strange the way it played out because I thought his first inning of work was maybe about the best his stuff had looked in a while in that first inning, and even into the second. But it seemed like we we had a quick change of momentum in there in I believe the third inning. We're second and third, no outs. We can't capitalize to get in the end, and then before you know it, we're down 4-0. So I got faith in Odo. He'll figure it out. No doubt about that in my mind. Offensively, you know, the big hit eluded us, but it wasn't for lack of effort. I mean, we had guys on base quite a bit. They had Mallex Smith positioned perfectly on his ball to right field with Mookie Betts. That would have been nice to get a hit right there. Then Wilson Ramos comes up hits a bullet down the line. So that was just one of those days. We got behind. We were playing catch up, and that big hit just couldn't come for us.
As far as that bunt play, where would you assign the most blame?
On
the Mallex Wilson Ramos.
Yeah, no,
on one play.
Look, bunting is part of Mallex Smith's game, and we want it to be. I like the thought, but we got to be able to understand the situation there. Wilson is not going to score on any bunted ball. So I think, you know, it just in an ideal world, you know, if the infield's playing back there and he's trying to do it just for a hit, so be it. But Moreland was in, and Pedroia was kind of halfway in. So even with a ground ball to Pedroia, Wilson's probably not scoring. And I think Wilson recognized the bunt and got kind of caught in no man's land and then followed up with Brad.
So kind of a group effort there.
Yeah, ideally we're not looking to bunt the ball. I mean, you know, part of that's on me too. That he showed bunt the first time, first pitch, he got himself in a hitter's count. I probably should have hollered back out there and reminded him, like, we want you swinging right here. I kind of thought that's what he was doing, maybe to draw the corners in and then open, you know, make the field a little bit bigger for him. But you know, Mallex is a young player. He's aggressive. He's trying to make things happen. That it just didn't happen for us tonight.
Coach, Brad Miller tonight reached base all 4 times up. How often is he going to be in the lineup as you sort of work him back into that?
He's going to be in the lineup a lot. And, you know, that's probably the brightest spot of the day. Brad's overall his at-bats. I know, you know, the RBI, the double down the line, RBI single, double down the line, the walks, he had really solid at-bats. I mean, I think we're all confident that Brad's pretty driven to get back here and kind of join the fun, because this offense has, they enjoy working together and putting up those big innings, and Brad's going to be a big part of that.
How much more dangerous is the Red Sox offense with Pedroia when he's really looks like he's starting to get kind of hot?
Yeah, I mean, he just, there's no one way to get him out. He makes adjustments constantly. You know, I think Odo struck him out his first at bat, and I'm sure Petey saw a pitch that he was kind of looking for and saying, if he throws it again, I'm going to be ready for it, and he was.
And the old saying of momentum is as much as your starting pitcher. I mean, there's a lot of talk about momentum last night.
Yeah.
But then you get behind early today, and it just seems to kind of go away, right?
Yeah, but look, I mean, it never went away in the dugout. I mean, we were constantly putting pressure on their pitcher, and we just didn't find that big hit. But really happy with the way the guys competed, kept putting pressure on them, and know that they'll bounce back and be fine tomorrow.
And Odo talked about the mechanical adjustments, that he was flying open and going too much toward first base. It seemed like he was a little sharper early on, and then you noticed him kind of drifting back into that?
I didn't really notice, and to be honest with you, I haven't noticed the mechanical stuff. That's what Hick does on the video, goes back and looks with Jake. So I think it was more or less just an off night for Odo. Just couldn't find. I mean, when you see the inning that he came out, you know, singled and 3 walks in a row, that's very, very uncharacteristic of Jake.
Thanks, everybody.